I worked on this thing called #FreeRayShawn. It was a rewrite, and I remember there was a scene, and there's a couple, and they have to reconcile, and it's very big, and it's super emotional. And one of the things in my own personal voice is I love plays, so I love to write long scenes. So I can write a scene that's 8 pages long, and I've done it, and people have liked the scenes 8 pages long. So this would be a typical scene years ago. I would have written 8 pages, and when I wrote it this time, I wrote the scene, and the guy says, Ronnie comes in, and he just wants her to look at him, and she won't look at him. And he says, I'm sorry, I love you. And he repeats it until she looks at him. And then they just hug.
Wow.
And I was like, I never would have written that scene up until that point in my life. And that point in my life, I would have tried to make a bunch of words, and it would have been big, and it would have been, and I remember seeing the scene being shot, and it was like, I remember watching it, and I said, I'll never write anything better than that.
Wow.
Because what I'd learned, and this is the experience of being on a set, and I learned from talking to actors, is that sometimes as a writer, you can get locked into the idea that I'm the creator, and everybody just says the words that I say, and they do the things that I do. When you're a collaborator, you understand the actor is talented, and they want to show their talent. The director is talented, and he wants to show his talent. And so by me writing less, but in writing less, they were doing more. The director was allowed to do more with the scene because he didn't have the words that he needed to capture. He needed to capture the physical space and the emotion. And the same thing for the actors. The actors, he didn't need a lot of words. He just needed the goal of, you need to forgive me because I love you. And she needed the goal of, I'm so upset with him, but I can't have life without him. Instead of them saying it, they just do it with their eyes